A pot containing some gloopy glue. There's a small stick in it. I think it's that unbreakable thread that you hold roast meat together with. There must be a good 10 meters of it on the roll. A flattened tube of yellow paint. I don't think there can be much left in it. Aha! There was still a bit in it. I don't need the tube anymore. Obviously, the skull-headed zombie was reckoning there still weren't enough horror characters here already. Obviously, the skull... Hey, Gulliver.
Ah, the living one.
Is Wilbur okay? Where have the orcs taken him, and what are they going to do with him?
They've taken him into their camp. That much is clear, but I don't know what they're going to do to him. Could be rather unsavory.
You mean...
Put it like this. If you're concerned about the little one's life, you may soon have one worry less.
Does your body maybe act a little kooky?
No, it doesn't. My body isn't finished yet. Or do you mean the old one? The rotten one in the ground?
I, meant that one there.
Oh, this one. Oh, it's not mine, just borrowed.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Whose body is that, then?
Esther's.
And who is Esther?
No idea. Don't know her. But this is her body. She's helping me until I've got mine back. Then we're both going to look for her head.
Esther.
Exactly.
How did you get to know each other, you and Esther's body?
For many years, I was in a grave out there. I chewed my way out of the coffin after my old body gave up the ghost. Then I saw this body outside, stumbling about, headless, knocking over gravestones, running into walls. I thought to myself, this is a sign.
And what you're making there, that's supposed to become your new body?
Exactly. Isn't it excellent?
Yes. Yes, it's, X something.
Unfortunately, the construction drags along a bit. I'll tell you one thing. Never ask a headless zombie to replace your arms if you want to build precision machinery.
I'll make a note of it. What's new? Doesn't all that wailing from that failed swimmer down there really get on your nerves?
Steady on. The young lady is suffering great distress. And she lets it out. Day in, day out. For hours on end.
So what's the story with her missing lover?
He jilted her, cold as ice, raked in her gold, and enjoys a sweet life somewhere down south.
She seems to think differently.
The good woman isn't really in touch with reality. She still believes everything will be resolved one day. She's waiting for him to appear or send her a letter. Anything at all.
I've got to get going. Breathe, feel my heartbeat, that sort of thing.
Don't let me stop you.
The candles create the right atmosphere, creepy, yet still with a hint of homeliness. But this one isn't going to burn for much longer if it keeps dropping wax like that. The candles create the right... But this one isn't going to burn... This project's not looking all that hopeful, in my opinion. The pair of them seem to have some serious communication problems. Hey, boss.
Ah, the living one.
And how many of you are there? In the committee, I mean?
The group is still in its early stages. We only have 3 members so far. But the Spirit Union is associated to us, and the Federation of Programmers is thinking about finally going public with their undead status. Unfortunately, you can't become a member. You're too alive.
Thanks a lot. What are you doing in that thing? And don't tell me it's a fashion statement. I've seen a lot of stuff, but that...
No, nothing like that. A Paladin put this thing on me.
What did you do, insult his sister?
Well, you could put it like that. He put me in the pillory for it, but even then I couldn't keep my mouth shut. That's why the fair lady stabbed me. So I came back as a ghost and kept her awake at night. They sent a ghostbuster after me, and he actually caught me and killed me.
He killed a ghost? Cool guy.
I then came back as the first undead ghost in history and messed up the fair lady's wedding. As a result, the Paladin conjured this magical penitence pillory around my neck. Now he's lurking around outside the crypt. I think he'd like to cut me up into little pieces and throw me into the sea.
Pretty nasty. You've hardly done anything to deserve that.
Oh, I don't know. I've had a lot of time to reflect, and I'd like to end this feud. It only causes unhappiness.
Why don't you apologize?
I've tried, but the Paladin only wants revenge. He hurled his hammer at me last time.
That thing looks pretty uncomfortable. Can't you get the pillory...
Would I still be wearing...
Or go to the bathroom?
Oh, don't remind me. This is a magical pillory. You can't just break it open. It's sealed for eternity. It'll only open when the Paladin forgives me.
So, never then.
Oh, it would seem that way.
I better get going. See ya.
Take care, and remember, we, the undead, are your friends. Rancid-smelling, dead friends.
A grave. There are a lot of them here. I don't know what's supposed to be so special about this one, though. From the outside, there's nothing interesting to see, and I'm not going to open just any old grave on suspicion. A paladin in a pink-colored outfit? That's wrong. Just wrong. Are you a warrior?
No, I can't fight.
Are you a healer?
I can't heal either.
Then you're a paladin.
Huh. What do you want?
Know any good paladin jokes?
Why should anyone make jokes about us? We are the holy soldiers of the light.
In dresses?
This is a tunic.
Sure. You know that men who wear dresses are, as a rule, well, men who wear dresses.
What's that supposed to mean? Just because I wear dresses, use cosmetics, and take a general interest in my appearance?
Ah, so it is a dress.
The modern man is metrosexual.
That's news to me.
Well, my order and I have lifted ourselves up out of the mud in which you and your sort still wallow like pigs. We're cosmopolitan, hip, fashionable. We take care of our appearance and don't downplay our feminine side.
Yeah, whatever. The wildlands. About the zombie you've stuck in the magical penitence pillory.
What about that maggot? Is he going to give himself up to his fate? Is that cowardly zombie finally going to come out here?
He's really sorry for what he did. He'd like to apologize.
Ugh, laughable. I'll cut him into little pieces and feed him to the fishes.
Nice. But couldn't you maybe forgive him first?
You've spent too much time in that Smoky Buffalo's tent. I would never forgive someone like that.
Have to go. Man stuff to do.
Ha ha.
A map of the region. Among other things, the Paladin has marked the crypt. A head on a pole. What will the Peggy people have to say about that? A gruesome head. Kind of a cheap gimmick, because ultimately...
Ooh!
Ah!
What? What? Is there a spider on me?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. Those creepy crawlies drive me mad. Can you imagine what it feels like when they run up your neck and then start nibbling at your eyes from the inside?
Yes, well, of course.
Stupid Paladin simply chops my head off.
Hey, stop that nattering. Leave the head alone.
Leave the head alone. Leave the head alone.
A fashionable travel chest made from light wood. There's a logo on it. The Pink Crusaders. He's not looking right now. Why not? You can always use a pink-colored pom-pom. In the wildlands. In the war. There was nothing else of any interest in it. Not that I'd find pom-poms interesting. The Paladin always spits in this place. The ground is already sodden. The Paladin always... some red earth. Just about everything else here is black and gray. A few small white mushrooms. No idea if you can eat them. The boards must have been out in the rain for a long time. They're rotten and covered in mold. If that garbage pile grows just a few more meters, the orcs might as well forget the gate. Any attacker will just be able to use it to climb over the wall. Some kind of juice press, I'd say. You put the grapes or whatever in at the top, and the juice runs out the bottom. Trash from every corner of the world. How did that all get there? The flowers seem to be doing well in the garbage. They're in full bloom. The blooms are a luminous blue. Are they supposed to be luring someone or warning them? Great. Now I've got blue fingers. Wanted. Slay the Knoll Hogger and take his powerful Knoll Claw. Blah, blah, blah. All the routine stuff. Hey, it still works even. Maybe it's just the green-skinned guys who weren't able to work it. I don't think so somehow, but we should give it a try.
What do you think you're doing there, worm?
I'm, storming your camp? Who are you?
I am the great Gorak, chief of the Blood Scythe Orcs.
What have you done with little Wilbur?
What's a little Wilbur?
He's a gnome, and my friend.
Oh, him. Since when did people start naming their gnomes? What's the world coming to? He walked into our trap earlier. Stupid little beggar.
Is he all right?
I damn well hope so. What would anyone want with a damaged gnome?
Why do you guys always make trouble? You kidnap harmless gnomes and then attack the free world for no reason at all.
That wasn't an attack. It was an anticipated defense of the homeland in enemy territory. And anyway, what else are we supposed to do? We have the biggest army in the world. No one else invests as much gold in the military as we do. It would be madness to invest all that gold and then never wage war.
That's downright irresponsible.
We couldn't anticipate that the damn war would take forever.
And now you're stuck in it up to your ears, as is the Alliance.
That's all propaganda. There are thousands of war-hungry, well-equipped and motivated warriors here in the camp, waiting for deployment.
Oh, yeah. I want Wilbur back, right now.
We caught him, so he belongs to us now. Get yourself a new one.
But I'm responsible for him.
Your problem. He's the main prize in our warrior contest, so he stays here with us.
I'm from the Environment Office. You do know that you can't just go chucking your rubbish all over the landscape here. Open the gates, please. I need to check your garbage cans.
Do you ever listen to yourself when you speak? How can anyone blather such rubbish?
I don't know either. It's like I can ask different questions, but every time I select the most stupid one. What is your warrior contest exactly?
It determines who is the most powerful warrior. Two opponents go head-to-head in a series of brutal tests. The winner is bestowed with great honor and receives a prize.
And Wilbur's nothing more than a prize to you?
No, the prize is a bottle of fire whiskey. The gnome's just a bonus.
So, can anyone take part in the warrior contest?
We orcs fear no one. We'll take on anyone in a warrior contest.
Well, that's fine. Then let me in. I want to take part.
I said it's a warrior contest. Someone like you taking part would be a complete waste of time.
Well, the way it looks to me, you're just scared of a real challenge.
What do you mean, challenge?
That I come in there and go up against one of you.
I don't understand.
That would be the challenge.
For who?
For my opponent.
You're talking nonsense, human.
Point taken. I'll go find a warrior in all this wasteland. Then can he take part in your contest?
If he's a real challenge, why not? But not any old piece of rubbish. He has to be a great warrior.
I know where this is going. I'll be back.
And I'll wait.
A pair of bellows. These would help the bull keep the fire going. A copper bowl. No idea what that's good for. Hey, Chief, can I take this thing here? Stare blankly if I can. Thanks. A fat old bull that smokes a crazy-looking pipe, and who doesn't seem to hear me, or who doesn't get insulted too easy. Hi there. Hello? Anyone home? Moo!
I heard you.
Oh, that's great. You'll definitely have some smart idea for how I can get into that orc camp out there. Physically, I mean, not spiritually or whatever. Thanks for your help. That moo thing just slipped out. I didn't mean to insult you. I just thought, hey, there's a bull sitting there. I'll say moo. You get me? If you'd have looked like a donkey, I'd have gone Eeyore. Or if it stank like a pigsty, then...
I forgive you.
But come to think of it, it reeks of buffalo, and I...
Thank you. I have forgiven you.
Super! My name's Nate, and you are?
I am known on this plane as Fastfoot, Thunderhoof, or the Rainmaker. I belong to the proud nation of the Minotaurs.
And you run some sort of fancy hippie costume business?
I am a shaman.
And that is?
I talk to the ghosts of our forefathers. I brew potions, heal the sick, and invoke the weather.
Wow, lots to do. You must really get stressed out.
True.
What's that stuff you're smoking?
Plants. To journey with the spirits and to commune with my forefathers.
You're supposed to eat grass, not smoke it. Okay. I need to go outside. Something not quite right about the air in here.
Good luck on your journey. May the grass between your hooves be evergreen.
A mortar and pestle. Proper, man-sized. Cow makeup. Unless I'm wrong, that is makeup, and I most strongly suspect that it belongs to Big Chief Clovenhoof. Just to make things clear, I'm not putting on any makeup. Black ink. I'll take that. The coals are just glowing, but the heat is tremendous. The coals are just... The pot looks like it's been hanging over the glowing coals for years. I can't find anything else of interest. Only the lid's unusual. It's got a kind of steam valve on it. The lid is held with a chain. Pretty clever. The pot is empty. A hideous feather headdress. No way, I'm not putting that thing on. But I can take a feather. Excuse me, these bellows here, can I have them?
They are broken.
Can I have them anyway?
What do I get in exchange?
Nothing, they don't work.
You speak wisely.
At last, someone who recognizes that. They really are wrecked. There's a hole here in the airbag. Still ugly. Cool. I'll smear a little glue onto the leather using the wooden chip. That ought to do it. I'll use a piece of leather to seal the hole. Perfect. The bellows are usable again. Okay, I'll put the earth into the mortar. And with a bit of elbow grease, now we have a fine red powder made from the red earth. Let's see. The blossoms have been pulverized, and what's left is a good blue paste. Hello, Princess.
Yes?
You're a paladin, right?
Yes?
Paladins know about hammers, swords, and armor, right?
Yes?
Well, you know anyone who's a bit handy with such things? A warrior, perhaps?
I'm very sorry I don't have anything to do with such barbarians.
What's that zombie head doing there on that lance?
If I put it on the ground, it might try and bite me. It's also much easier to see like this.
I mean, why did you behead the poor zombie in the first place?
Huh! Zombies! Are unkempt, stinky, unholy things, without any charm or chic whatsoever. They can't expect any sympathy.
Have to go. Man stuff to do.
Ha ha!
The paladin always spits in this place. The ground is already sodden. There, please. A spittoon.
How charming.
Hello, Princess.
Yes?
Why do you spit every time we talk about the zombie?
The mere mention of her makes my bile rise.
The mentioning of whom?
The zombie!
Just the zombie word, or others too?
No, just with zombie.
And if I say it?
What?
Zombie.
Then it's okay.
Which beings in this world do you hate the most?
Naked mole rats.
And then what?
Zombies!
Can you help me with my crossword puzzle? I'm looking for undead being in 6 letters.
Zombie!
What?
Zombie!
Bambi? But Bambi only has 5 letters and isn't...
Zombie! Are you stupid?
I bet you can't say this tongue twister. Zombie Zeke zapped. Zulu Zoo Zebra Zombie. Zigger Zagger Zilch. Zoomderm.
That doesn't make any sense.
Say zombie.
Zombie!
Thank you. That'll do. That's enough of zombies.
I think so too.
Have to go. Man stuff to do.
Ha ha.
There's a little spit lake that's formed on the floor. That'll do nicely. Hey, Gulliver.
Ah, the living one.
Apparently the orcs have made Wilbur a prize in a warrior contest. Do you happen to know any warriors?
A warrior who would compete against an orc in a warrior contest?
Correct.
And who lives nearby?
If possible. And, if it's also possible, he shouldn't charge for his services.
Aha.
So someone like that, you won't find him around here?
Most probably not.
If I don't find a warrior who can extract Wilbur out of there, then at least I've done my best. It will have been God's will.
You could compete in the contest yourself.
Do I look like a warrior? Should I go and get myself some weights and pump myself up in time for this afternoon?
Well, in my experience, there are two ways to become a dreaded warrior. The first way is the virtuous path of trial. You must gain experience in countless battles, work on your technique, and improve upon all of your skills. You must understand the essence of fighting better than anyone else. You must never give up. Every detail must be important to you. Then, after a long and agonizing period of humiliation and defeat, you'll become a reasonable warrior.
And the other way?
You need invincible kit. If your weapons and armor are better than everyone else's, it doesn't matter if you're a useless warrior. Your kit does the work for you.
That might be just the thing for me. I'll get myself some invincible kit, save the little guy, and become the hero of the hour. I think there may be a legendary warrior set somewhere near here.
What makes you think that?
Oh, just an idea.
It's true. There is a powerful and famous set close by. But how did you know?
Does it maybe consist of several components that are distributed around this area? And there's a whole series of rip-your-hair-out, tedious tasks to complete to get each part?
Indeed. They are the helmet, the shield, and the sword of power. But how?
Well then, what do I have to do for you to help me?
Well, you could help me with my body.
What's missing?
Well, I need a lung.
And?
A heart.
And the third thing?
Everything needs to be powered up. A bolt of lightning that will breathe life back into my body.
Uh-huh.
If you help me, I'll tell you where the sword of power is kept. And perhaps the others know where the helmet and shield are.
I'll put money on that.
You're not much fun, are you?
So, where am I going to get a heart from around here?
You could give me yours.
Great idea.
I'm just trying to help.
Hey, Gulliver, time to take a deep breath.
Simply fantastic. I'll be able to run marathons with this lung. Thanks. Now I just need a heart.
Yeah. I've got to get going. Breathe, feel my heartbeat, that sort of thing.
Don't let me stop you.
Hey, boss.
Ah, the living one.
The orcs have made my friend a prize in one of their stupid warrior contests. You don't happen to know any warriors, do you?
I don't know anything about fighting. I used to be a juggler, a harlequin. Ask Gulliver, he's well-travelled.
Do you know anything about a warrior set that's supposed to be hidden near here?
Yes, I do. It belonged to a travelling knight who died near here about a year ago. And I also know who has his helmet.
Who?
And I should tell you, of all people. You deceived your friends. Maybe you want to take off with the helmet.
I want to free Wilbur.
Huh, you've probably never done anything selfless in your life.
But now I'm going to do something.
Prove to me that you can be selfless. Make the Paladin forgive me, so that this pillory disappears.
But that wouldn't be very selfless of me. I'd only be helping you so that you'd help me.
I'd be prepared to ignore that. After all, this is about character building.
I've had a word with the Paladin, and it looks like he's never going to forgive you.
I didn't expect it to be easy.
Honestly, me neither. What should I do?
Come up with something. I have to hear him say, "I forgive you." Only then will the pillory open.
I better get going. See ya.
Take care, and remember, we, the undead, are your friends. Rancid-smelling, dead friends.
Well, how you doing? While you were doing all this mourning, did maybe a warrior set come your way?
A what?
You know, sword, shield, helmet.
I have seen a shield.
Do you know where it is?
My Maximilian had a shield as well. A large, shiny one, decorated with feathers of a...
Hello? Let's stick with the subject. Where's the shield?
Why should I help you? You are uncouth and brutal. You are always poking fun at my suffering.
Please, no.
As long as I am suffering, no one else may be happy.
And your misery will only end when you receive a message from your intended?
That is so.
As much as I'd love to spend more time with you, I have to get going. Then we should send the jilted maiden a nice love letter. Right, let's do it. Dearest Cream Bun, it is I, your Maxi Poo. I'm sorry I disappeared so suddenly. The problem was... the Russians. I wanted to give you a wedding fit for a queen. But then... I somehow forgot it. On the quest for a silver flower pearl for your wedding ring, I found myself in the Southern Ocean off the coast of Switzerland. When a storm arose, my vessel foundered, and I awoke 3 days later. With considerable headaches and a strange taste on the tongue. I've overcome many dangers and experienced some great adventures, driven by my insatiable longing for you. But I cannot come to you because there are problems with my student visa. I'm writing this letter in all urgency. Make haste to me, my love, wherever you may be. I'm waiting for you in the south. Deep in the south. Exactly here. What a masterpiece. Ah, there's something missing. Don't hesitate to help others before your departure. Kissy, kissy. Your Maximilian. Perfect. You're not going to believe this. Look what I found outside.
What is that?
It's what you've been waiting for all this time. A letter from Maximilian.
That can't be true. The letter is not sealed. Maximilian's letters were always
Ah, damn. Good. Now the letter's got a decent blob of wax on it. The stone carving of the knight is very detailed, masterful. You can see every detail, from the blackhead on his nose to the seal on his ring. Let's see just how good the stonemason's work was. Looks pretty good. I'm guessing that looking through a blur of... I can hardly believe it. A messenger pigeon has just delivered another letter.
Really?
Oh, yes. There's even a seal. Maybe you recognize it.
That's his! That's his seal! The illegible handwriting, all the spelling mistakes. This letter really is from him!
What's he say then?
There was a storm and he wanted to come back to me, but he can't!
Ah, you see, that explains everything.
I have to go to him. Oh, deep joy!
What about the shield?
Oh, yes! The fat ogres carried it away. They live in a cave nearby.
Thanks, and good luck with the search. But always remember, the journey is the destination. Yoo-hoo!
I hear you.
There's this Paladin and a tormented soul who he won't forgive. Isn't there any way to force the Paladin to forgive him?
Forgiveness should come from the heart and not be forced.
The Paladin is stupid and mean too, and he likes eating ground beef.
It is not up to me to punish bad people.
If we don't step in, he's going to injure somebody or kill them. He's already taken one head off. Next time somebody could get seriously hurt.
That is unfortunate, but perhaps he is in the right. I cannot and will not decide this.
But if the Paladin won't listen even once, my friend really regrets what he did. He wants to ask for forgiveness, but he can't get a hearing.
This is not good. Everyone deserves a chance at inner peace. And the Paladin will not be spoken to?
No chance.
Then we will have to make him listen.
How? With a voodoo doll or something?
Voodoo? That is lazy magic. No, I will brew a sleepwalking potion. If you drink from it first, and then the Paladin drinks, you can take over his body for a short time. You can make him walk to your friend, and then he can hear his apology.
Sounds like voodoo.
It is not voodoo. For the potion, I need some strands of the Paladin's hair, a sample of his bodily fluid, something from his forefathers, and a piece of his clothing. But I don't need a doll, and I don't need pins.
Okay then. If I get the things together, will you brew me the potion?
It shall be so.
Spit is the one and only bodily fluid I was able to get from the Paladin, and the only one I would have accepted.
Spit will do.
Does a pom-pom count as a piece of clothing?
A what?
One of these things.
You humans wear this kind of thing?
Some. A few. Almost no one.
If the Paladin has worn it, it will do. But I do not want this thing. Just give me a couple of threads. Keep the rest.
I need to go outside. Something not quite right about the air in here.
Good luck on your journey. May the grass between your hooves be evergreen.
Hello, Princess.
Yes?
I think that all this hanging around outside isn't doing your hair any favors.
What? What? Am I getting split ends? Please don't say I'm getting split ends.
Looking a bit matted and dusty.
Oh. Yes, it's all right now.
Whoa, what kind of comb was that you have there? Can I have a look?
Yes? Why?
Uh-oh.
What?
Do you have any idea what a comb like this can do to your hair?
Split ends? Not split ends, please.
Worse. You see here? All those hairs? This comb's ripping your hair out.
Oh, no. I always thought that was normal.
Normal? How can that be normal? Just look how many hairs there are, and how few you've got left on your head. In some places, you can see the scalp shining through.
Ah!
If I were you, I wouldn't ever use this comb again.
Take it away! Take it away! Don't let it near me!
Okay, good. I'll put it away.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Fair enough. I'll tip the powder just at the edge of the Sea of Tears. Then stir it round a bit, and pretty soon we have a useful red paint. They mean nothing to me. I guess they must be the family crests of the dead. A few dust-covered urns, most of them decorated with coats of arms. A double-headed eagle, a badger eating a snake. There's a king's head in orange and blue. And here, a green W in a lozenge. None of which means a thing to me. They mean nothing to me. A few dust-covered urns, most of them decorated with coats of arms. A double-headed eagle. Red and yellow make orange. Yoo-hoo!
I hear you.
I've got a comb here with some of the Paladin's hair on it. Is that enough?
It smells strange, but that is good enough.
What do I need again for the sleepwalking potion?
Bodily fluid from the Paladin. Something from one of his forefathers. Some strands of his hair and a piece of his clothing.
All right. Catch you later.
May the wind blow your way.